What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing today? Hope all is well. We're back with another stream of StarRupture. This is going to be playthrough part 9. And we are live both on Twitch and YouTube at Good Speedo, so feel free to watch on either platform. Welcome in to each and everyone who decides to join. So let's get to it. Dude, there's like so much to do in this game. They've been receiving a lot of new patches and I haven't indulged at all, not one bit. Been busy playing a lot of Graveyard Keeper. What's this here? Welcome to update 1. Okay, what's this? With update 1, new corporation levels have been added and reward redistributed. With that change, all corporate levels are rolled back to level 1. Wait, what? Your progress has been restored and data points. You can distribute the received data points in the corporate terminal to quickly unlock new corporation levels and rewards. So you're telling me that all of my progression just been wiped? Is that what they're telling me? Holy crap, it really is. What does that mean? Dude. Does this mean I have nothing unlocked? Holy shit, for real, it is. It really is. What is going on here? But how could that be if I have, like... Okay, I have a basic printer, but all of my stuff is out here still. So... I don't understand. I don't get it. I even have my guns. What type of wipe is this? How do I use the drone again? I completely forgot to play this game. I'm spamming all my buttons for the drone. Oh, no. TYLMN, no. What is the drone button? Left alt, control, L, tab. It's really been that long, guys? How do you activate the drone? Unless I don't have the drone. Alright, so I have stuff coming in, but where is it going? Like, okay, there's no destination set. So what should we do? Should we just go check out the terminal, see what they're asking for? But I can't believe I don't have my drone. Okay, these are basic stuff. Wait, I could just hit level up.
You can be proud of the work you've done. Another order fulfilled for future health solutions.
Ah, I see what's going on here. Because I'm like, dude, I already unlocked majority of this stuff. Alright, maybe that was a mistake that I just used up all that points in just one location here. Maybe that was a mistake, y'all. Because now it looks like I have to literally get points to dump into here. Titanium bars. But don't they know? Okay, it shows what they're asking for. This one's chemicals. Titanium bar, wool. Wool from bars. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. I mean, the way this is set up right now is like I should have probably just start over from scratch. Like this is like so confusing now.
Gotcha.
All right, so if I wanted titanium bars, can I get that? Could it pull? It's already pulling? This is set to titanium housing. There goes that. And we're gonna have to change all of these to titanium bar. Shut up. Unless there's a way to change all of these at the same time, would kind of speed up what I'm trying to do here. Because these are all housing. Did we get any new soundtracks in the game? Or is it the same stuff? Same old, same old, same old? Okay, so these are all titanium bars. But what's coming through here? Titanium housing. All right, so maybe this isn't the belt I should be pulling titanium bars from, because this is just doing its own thing. Oh man, this is gonna be so hard to figure out. Because I would have to go down to the launchers to see like what can I get from what. If I had my drone, I probably would have figured out things better, but I only have launchers over there. Oh, I have launchers over here too. Because it's weird. Normally, if you were to just request something, it'll just pull it. But it's saying unavailable item. Unavailable item. So that simply means that it's not going through the fabricator or something to make the bars. Dude, my setup, my build, my build is just like insane, and I just don't see myself doing this all over again. All right, so maybe I could. No, these are storage. I could probably just take it out of here, right? Titanium beams. Thanks, honey. I could probably just take it from here, but inventory is full, of course. Inventory is full, so that's one way of doing it. Alright, I gotta run back over here to my base, whichever base this is. Why do I have two base?
You're ready for bed.
Oh, Camila, she's already sleeping?
No, she wants me to come later. She's excited. Sleepy, baby?
Alright, so I have no storage in here, it looks like. Or do I? Oh, I do. Perfect. But they're all filled up. God damn. All my stuff. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. Alright, that threw me off. Alright, so storage is on the left. And inventory is on the right. The whole time I'm looking on the right saying, yo.
I was gonna say she's not going to.
Alright, so what are we throwing in here?
You wanna watch something? You can watch it, but no volume.
What are you doing?
It's on mute.
Huh?
It's on mute.
War bonds.
60 seconds.
Okay. Warning. Rapture will begin shortly. My factory. Alright, so my best bet is to just take it from here. Wrong one. Because I'm not rebuilding everything over again. Like, no. Do you know how much time that's gonna take? I just wish I knew how to launch my drone again. Which one of these have titanium bars? Okay, here we go. So I could just send this off.
I can use this.
Guys want titanium bars? Not a problem. Oh, that works. Could do it that way. Item unavailable. What is it trying to make?
Increased Ruptura activity. Prepare for a wave.
Oh, great. Just got here. Alright, why is this one unavailable? Alright, all my launchers look like they're on the side. Let's hurry up and ship this out. I wonder if they made any changes towards the starburst. Let me in, let me in. I have a second floor up here. So I need to figure out how the hell you launch the drone again. I completely forgot. tutorial. Class begins. Forget what she says. Do I have to open this every time to eat? Oh crap.
Eruption has started. Prepare for impact. StarRupture has started. Hide.
Oh, she never said that before. That's new. Hide. Dude, that wave was fast. My base. My base. Dude, having to wait this out sucks. Ah man, this is not how I predicted things to go. No lie. I really hate trying to go down the ladder in this game. It sucks. I don't know. I'm supposed to hold down or up. Is it safe to go out yet? Probably not. Let's hold off for now. Throw these unnecessary stuff in here. Security logger.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Yay. At least our shields are working. All right, get back to fabricating. So if I wanted titanium beam, no. All right, so these fabricators, they're set for different things. That's probably why. Titanium sheets. Like, not everything is pulling from a deposit. So I would literally have to like go towards where the deposit is and follow the line to see where it's going. Because this one is literally pulling for that. I want titanium bars. I would have to change these to titanium ore for that to work. There we go. Slowly but surely. And then it makes the bar, and then it fabricates it. Yes.
I can use that.
Dude, if anyone remembers how to like launch the drone, please let me know. I completely forgot. Wait, cancel what? What? How did I do that? So, do you go in this menu first to activate the drone? I do not remember. I would have to check to see if I even have the drone unlocked. All right, so whatever they want, chemicals I do not have. Still, people still want titanium bars. Okay, so this looks like it's gonna work. Is it gonna pull? Because it would say can't get it if that was the case. So maybe this is the one that's gonna pull from the right location.
I think I can use this.
Okay, so nothing new is coming in. Is the one at the far end launching? No, this one isn't launching anything. All right, so if I want titanium bars to go over here, how would it be if the furnace is here? Yeah, I am puzzled. These are just storage. So this is making sheets, which I didn't want it to make sheets. Dude, I am puzzled right now. I know I had my setup built in a way where I was able to pull whatever I requested to pull, but I have storage behind furnaces and I can't get simple stuff like titanium bar to the launchers. Like, what is going on here? And then I don't know how to use a damn drone. The best I could do is take from something and bring it over to the launchers for it to receive it. Okay, they're almost complete. More titanium bars.
That's just what I need.
Shut up. Yet again, it's probably set up in a way where once you pass certain items, it probably don't ask for it no more. So I believe my setup was built in a way where it's like it's just set up for like more advanced materials to get launched out. That's my assumption right now, because I can't pull any titanium bars here. This is going God knows where. Like, look at this. Just making ceramics, whatever. Bro. Alright, what if I wanted ore? Okay, it could... If it makes ore... Okay, titanium bar. Give me the bar instead. Let's see if that will work. We're switching to titanium bars. Alright, where will the bars come from? I have no idea, because everything is going through the furnace, which I don't think you could bring titanium bars through the furnace. No. So this setup is like not gonna work. The storage can't receive titanium bars through the furnace. You would need it directly from the fabricator.
The Raptura is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
And this one is not set up for titanium, it looks like. Yeah. This is... Oh, that's probably why. Okay, so I would have to change this out first. You're gonna give me titanium bars, so I don't want the beam. Bro, what? I just want the raw bars. Stop making me beams. What if I wanted this?
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
So I could only get the bars from this thing? I'm so confused right now. Why am I not able to like ask for the titanium bars here? Where the hell is this thing going? Okay. Okay, I set it to the bars. Because the fabricator don't make titanium bars. That's why. So if I want titanium bars, I would have to pull from this. Oh boy. So I should just take this. Dude, I'm gonna have to drop stuff. I need you to stop. Turn off.
Just what I need.
Okay, I figured it out now. All right. Okay, this is still pushing out. All right, let's drop all of this unnecessary stuff. I don't know why is there not a destroy button. Hopefully these things just despawn after a certain time, because you could always craft these things. It's like unlimited resources. So all right, so this thing could pretty much fill up the titanium bar, right? No, because you have to select something for it to fabricate. So my best bet is to just pull all the bars from the smelter itself and just send them off. Yeah, let's do it that way. All right, this is unavailable. Oh, I see why. There's so much stuff here. OMG, bro. All right, we don't even need that much, so it's fine. It's fine. I just need to remember where these launchers are. Okay, we got 2 launchers going off right now. Let's throw some more in there. There you go. Wait, where is my drone?
Gotcha.
Can't request from here because there's storage. I could probably have this build me some, yeah. Okay, we got more. There must be a way, a better way. Okay, is this pushing out something? Okay, these are pushing out.
Why are your feet on mine? Go all the way over them.
Okay. That's that. Let's find a different launcher.
need to drink something. Nice.
Okay, hydration is up. Hunger is up. So you're telling me I only have 2 orbital launchers location and a bunch of storage. Look like I only have 2 location for launchers. This setback kind of makes me want to like build my entire operations over, but we're not doing that. That's probably gonna have to be for some other time. Alright, I could change these to titanium ore. But where does all the storage stuff go? Does it matter? It's going to my inventory. That's what's going on right now. Which I could just destroy. Doesn't matter, right? Everything titanium. And now we destroy all of these or drop them, I guess. Damn, you can't even select multiple and just drop all. Okay, give me the bars. Give me the bars. What the hell are you making? Oh no, turn off. Okay, so it's only smelters that are on.
Nice.
We're gonna be launching a bunch of bars. Oops. Wait. Oh wow, I figured it out. So wait, what is this? How did I... What tool is this? How did I do that? So F brings up whatever tool this is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there just needs to be a button for the drone itself. This thing fills up fast. Alright, we should have enough titanium bars to send off. Isn't there a way you could see, like... you would have to go to the terminal to see it. Compounder? I never got this before. Okay, what do you guys need? Alright, so we're good on titanium bars for now. This place wants the Wolfram bar. Got two places wants the Wolfram bar. Let's just finish this up. Yeah, once this is finished, we could send out the Wolfram bars. Bro, I really thought I had more launches. Alright, we're switching to that now. Clear belt. Damn it. What the hell? Auto run? Okay, I think we might have enough titanium bars. This is making the Wolfram bar now. So we can start that up, start up the other side. Dude, I don't know what am I pressing for like auto move, but it's annoying. You're smelting, right? Okay. Why is this not connected to nothing? Why is this not connected? Did I take that off? And this should be done. Man, where's all my stuff? Okay, so that's finished. I keep forgetting you don't have to click on it. Alright, I could do the wool from bars, get that out the way. Start launching wool from bars, so these could get dropped.
I can use this.
I think it's tedious very quickly. And we have enough wool from bar to start sending out. Yeah. They should like make you like control this menu from your your wrist. Instead of me going to each and every one of these, it would be nice if we just had like a control from the wrist to just interact with this menu. Make things so much faster. Especially if I have to backtrack and do this stuff all over again. Yeah, I don't even see what's the point of storage, really. Alright, let's go to the next launcher. $10 o'clock. Seth, what time are you gonna send Logan to bed? I'm asking you what time you're gonna send him to bed. It's already 10.
That's just what I need.
Sleeping in here?
I guess, I don't care. Camila already sleeping? Wow.
It's tired.
A long day. Alright, I'm not sure why this thing have nothing. What is it waiting for? Does this have to be filled first? It's not work. This is working. Logan is worse. And this gets tedious quickly. Very quickly. It's not good to have a bunch of machines because you don't want to keep doing that.
Sweet if you didn't have.
Try that with Logan. See what happens.
Just what I need.
Now to run all the way over here.
Hello. Or something.
Huh?
I want a snack. Pop-Tart would have been good. Okay.
What do you mean?
I don't think
What is he doing? Alright, that might be enough. Inventory upgrade. Increase inventory capacity by 8. Is that so? Dude, I'm tired of clicking on this thing. I keep clicking on it. Alright, this is about to be done. Look how fast it's building up. Everything's getting launched out. Congratulations. And we're done. Wait, they still want bars? Or they want both? How does that work? How do you go back? Calcium. Titanium sheets.
Let's see.
Now to do the whole thing over again by grabbing more Wolfram bars. Dude. There must be an easier way. This can't be real. Why can't I just pull from all smelters? I don't want to have to... I don't want to have to do this. And this thing should have been filled by now, because... it's ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna have to connect this thing back. Do they have different belt speeds? Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Sending out all the Wolfram bars we got. I think I should build some more launchers. Alright, so they should have more than enough for this to get completed. $500. Yeah, we better just start making the Wolfram wire now. Since we have all this Wolfram ore coming in, we could definitely do the Wolfram wire. Yes, turn it on. These launchers are so slow. I wonder if we get upgraded launchers. I gotta watch new gameplay of this game to see if, like, maybe there's something I'm not doing correctly, because this gets tedious real quick. Okay, so this is processing the Wolfram wires. So we should start stack up on that. I don't think we need any more of these. We're going to be sending out the Wolfram wires now.
Ah, gotcha.
But they want 1,500 of the bars? How does that work? I don't even know what exactly they want. I'm thinking about making some new launchers. Something about watching numbers go up. Got plenty of wires. Just gonna keep grabbing wires. I could place another launcher right here.
Ruptura activity detected.
Ah,
I
great.
recommend finding a safe place.
Interesting plant.
least you can see the menu from right here, but damn. Yeah. Everything about to get stopped. This damn starburst.
Raptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately. Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
Crazy stuff. I wonder if the fire blast is like instant, like no matter where you are. Okay, I'm assuming that they have stopped receiving. Launchers can't operate. Everything has to get cooled down. Waiting for this thing sucks. See, just not the fact that they
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
put the animation in for you to like use your sleeve for certain things, like for this. I don't see why we can't access the terminal the same way. Everything has resumed.
Changing mags.
Why can I have this here? Oh, it's finished. Perfect.
Gotcha.
These are all filled. What Logan just said? Didn't hear you. What did you say? A what? Oh. I thought you said an Xbox.
Ha, nice. Ha! I need to drink something. Oh, nice.
Resupplying launchers all stream, dude. This is crazy. I did not expect this. Movement. Level up. What? Okay, so they are gonna receive 6,000 of this? Yikes. Alright, since that's the case, because there's another place that's asking for, okay, so the Griffiths Blue Corporation, they want this as well, so we should like set all the storage for that. That'll be the smart move. Let's fill these all up. I'm not sure if this could get sent over here. I don't think it's gonna work. Will it? Oh, look like it will. Look like it works. But I would have to like, I would have to manually pull from here and send it to the launcher manually. Unless I could get this connected to something over here, which there isn't any opening. What I could do is
Ruptura status stable. Arcadia status stable.
what I could do is place another of these. Crap. No. How do I go to... How do I go to demolish? Okay, I believe this is demolish, right? Okay. I'll have to hold it. Okay. Alright, so if I could get... come on, come on, come on, come on. Right there. And bring you over here. Everyone could get from the storage now. Whether it's from the furnace or from here. Do I want to connect all of these? That I don't know. I really feel like rebuilding everything, but then again, I really don't want to. So I don't need to. I don't see a need to start all over again. Probably just gonna end up in the same situation where things are just confusing.
Over there already. That's what. Over there. Put the AC on. Come on.
All right, so this isn't receiving anything. Of course. These are full. Okay, this one is receiving it. Now we're gonna have to change out this thing here. Set it the other way. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I found an error. Yep.
That is what I want for Christmas.
What am I looking at?
Huh?
What am I looking
The Punch Lab build box.
at? You know it's 10:30, right? You should be asleep by now. You got school in the morning, dude.
I can use that.
Wire plates. What's up, Quantum? How you doing? We could send these off to the Griffins now. So everything is getting switched to the Griffins. I really wish we could just switch this from our sleeve, our little Moby glass on our hand, instead of going to each one of the launch pads to select this. It's so annoying. Pretty good. It's very tedious at the moment. It's been a while since I've played StarRupture. I have been getting the itch to come back and give it another run, but it's been tedious so far because I have to keep running to these launch pads to set what item to send out, and it gets very tedious really quick when you have to interact with each and every one of them. I don't know why isn't there like a set all? That should have been a thing. The mic has a slight robot feel. Oh no, not my mic. I don't know if it has to do with my AC being in the background. Hopefully not. Too much gain? Let's see what I could do about that. Because I'm at negative 10 dB right now. Let's drop it down. Hold on. Yeah, my voice has like a very bassy voice. I could drop it down to 12 or 13. Let me know if that's any different. Yeah, I've been having mic issues like forever. With my brand new mic, my SM7DB. Out of all mics, I have mic problems with this. But I have, oh my gosh, I have the compressors and everything to reduce fans and AC in the background, and it's still nothing. I went to this stupid website and buy these goddamn software compressors for nothing. That doesn't work. The AC is taken through the fan. That's my problem. Yeah, I don't know. Because I try to drop down to the gain level to like 12, see if it's any better. Probably sound the same. Sound the same to you? Yeah, I'm not sure if you know much about mic, but I need like the best. I've been trying to find like the best settings for my mic for a very long time. I can hear you good, but I can hear a slight hum verb when you talk. I could try dropping it again, but it probably wouldn't be the gain then if you're still hearing stuff. I even have this NVIDIA. I have this NVIDIA software like noise removal plus echo room removal activated right now, and I'm still having mic issues with the goddamn SM7DB, the best mic out there. And I have these issues with the goddamn AC in the background. That's very sad. Use JBL headset. JBL. I gotta pay this damn mic off too. This thing is over $500, and they can't make me sound like a king with the AC rumbling in the background. We shouldn't even be hearing the AC. Yeah, I feel like if I drop the gain any lower, I probably sound too low. All right, we're gonna bring it to 15 and see what happens. All right, we're at negative 15.1 dB on OBS, so I'm not really sure what's a sweet spot, to be honest, where to set this level to. But I've been struggling with that for quite some time now, not gonna lie. I've done so many mic checks, mic tests. Haven't felt like I got anywhere. You don't know much about mics, but I bet it's the extra software you have on, etc. Seems to be artificial, so would turn that stuff off and start on default. All right, so I'm gonna try it because it's easy to like turn those stuff off. All right, I'm gonna bring it back to 10 because that's where I had it. We're putting it back to 10, and I am just going to turn off the NVIDIA audio effects, and I'm going to turn off the VST2 plugin as well. And I'm not going to touch anything else. So if it sounds any better, feel free to let me know. But I just turned off 2 compressors right there to see if it sounds more natural. All right, so let's go over to these launchers here to do this tedious job. I need to also buy one of these de-essers, because sometimes when I like use words with the S sound or whatever, a syllable, it stretches. It's very, very annoying in my ears when I sometimes rewatch my streams. My S stretch a lot. Still there? Oh, damn. I don't know. Something is wrong. And I really want to get that resolved. All right, if you could try to like describe the sound that you're hearing, then maybe that could maybe I could try to like narrow it down a bit better. I'm really glad you mentioned something about that, because yeah, man, I've been having a lot of issues with this. All right, we're gonna turn off this compressor as well and see. Too many compressors, I believe. So I just turned off another one. How about a limiter? Do I want to? All right, we're going to shut the limiter off too, probably. Now, let me just hear back from you with this compressor before I shut the limiter off. Yeah, I need to find me a mic expert to just put all the right settings for my top tier mic that I'm having so much issues with since the beginning. I don't like that it picks up my my mouse and keyboard as well. Like when I click, you could literally hear everything. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It picks up unwanted sounds, especially my S. Stretches it. Now my volume is louder, but the undertone of the problem is still there. Okay. So you said volume is louder. And that was from turning off the compressor. All right, we're gonna try the 3-band equalizer. We're gonna turn that off. I don't think the limiter has anything to do with it. I do also have the expander. I'll just shut off the 3-band equalizer and see if that's makes any difference. I'm gonna put back the VST back on because, like I said, I use the Wave Studio Rack. You know, where you could buy all these Wave plugins. So we just turned back on the VST, but I disabled the 3-band equalizer. I'm really trying to narrow this thing down. Does the mic have settings for the what? surround front or side like a Yeti mic? I have no idea about different mics, but you say the what now? The spatula? The spatula? Sound the same, then the volume is a bit softer. Yeah, I did disable the 3-band equalizer. The expander, we could shut the expander off. I'm gonna turn back on the NVIDIA audio effects, which is a noise removal for echoes and just noise in the room itself. I really don't feel like it works. This mic picks up everything. Um, yeah, there's not really much else I have on here. Okay, so you said that is better. Okay, so what we turned off was the expander. So if the expander was the problem, then that could have been it. All right, so the expander is off, but everything else is on. I'm gonna put back the 3-band equalizer to see if anything comes back or sounds funny. If it does still sound funny, then I could just turn that off. But yeah. Really been trying to narrow everything down, man. It's crazy. All right, what am I doing? I was going to these launches, correct? Okay. All right, so they already receive everything. Okay. Now I just need to make some of these. The Wolfram plates. Wolfram plates. How do we make Wolfram plates? Yeah, it's like Satisfactory, but I like it way much more than Satisfactory, to be honest. Because the planet has like a start at birth, so you have to like get indoors or you will die. The combat is way much better than Satisfactory also. There's been a lot of new updates. I believe the game is in 1.0 now, but haven't really stretched out further from just, you know, trying to manage my little base operation we got going on here. All right, that's
Gotcha.
really good to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we are working with the Griffins right now. I just need that de-esser to kind of like, you know, compress the S sound. Oops. I think that's like $30 on Waves. Yeah, if you check out Waves, it has a lot of different audio softwares that you could pay for and install if you do care about your audio or if you're streaming or anything like that. So. But yeah, one of my big things with streaming is definitely like just voice audio because, you know, gotta have that top tier voice audio, man. Especially with a mic like this, I expect nothing but the best. Alright, so I don't think they're going to be receiving any Wolfram plates because it's not pulling Wolfram plates. If I switch this, can it give me Wolfram plates? There's that. Where is it? Ah. No reverb or robot speak. It's gone. Okay, great. With the AC in the background. I'm glad to hear that. The only problem with this game really is like you want things to like pull from all of these machines. Like the way it's set up, but you're rebuilding your bit. You haven't made a video or stream in a while. I didn't even know you streamed it. But yeah, what I was saying, the way this is set up, it's kind of annoying. Because first you need one of these things to pull the raw ore. The excavators, right? So the excavators, they pull the raw ore. You then want to attach a line from the excavator to the smelter. The smelter is going to make you bars and blocks, right? From the smelter, you got your fabricator. Your fabricator makes you like rods, wires, plates, beam, sheets. Okay? These are just storage deposits. So from your fabricator, you have next your furnace. Your furnace makes like powder, pretty much, ceramics, whatever that is, and housing. All these other stuff I haven't unlocked yet, so I'm not even going to touch on those. But this is like the finish line when it comes down to all your materials that you make from your raw ore, fabricator, and furnace, right? So down here, it should allow you, because for each of these corporations, right? It tells you what they want you to send them, whether it's sheets. Dude, this thing is so bad. All right, that's sheets, that's plates. This is just raw ore. This is housing. I can't have, because once you connect these belts from smelter, fabricator to the furnace, you can't have, for instance, you can't have the plates go through the furnace and it comes to here. It only pulls what the furnace has to offer, and it's so annoying because the furnace is like the last thing that I have hook up to the belt, to the launchers. So it's like you would have to make like separate lines, like one for the furnace and one for the launchers itself, for each of these things here, whether it's from the smelter to the fabricator. You want like each line from each of these if you want to pull like a specific material. it's confusing, but it's also annoying. So the whole time since I've started to stream, I've been manually just grabbing stuff because you could take the stuff out from like the smelter itself. So it turns the raw ore into bars. I've just been grabbing all the bars from each smelter to bring it to the launcher to send it off, which I don't want to do it. I just want to like click on the material that they're asking for and it just pulls it. But like I said, if you have your orbital launchers hooked up, is like the furnace is like the last thing that's connected from the fabricator. The furnace is the last thing that's connected, so it's not going to pull from the furnace because that material that you want from like a fabricator or a smelter, it has to go directly to the launchers, which is annoying. I don't like that. Your factory is pretty set up a bit confusing. Yeah, it's very confusing. Too much for me to remember. I would turn down the background music a bit. All right, got you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be here on here for too long because I do work tomorrow, by the way. So I do work tomorrow. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like have a little idea of where I left off and how to like go around things. Because right now, this place, they're asking for the sheet, the Wolfram plates, I should say. Yeah, we got the Wolfram plates selected for all of these. But since I have everything coming from the storage over here, which the storage should be set to this, it's not gonna pull me any of these, the Wolfram plates, because it's connected to the furnace. The furnace is the last thing. And this is what makes the plates. These are what makes the plates. So I have to manually pull it out. And I don't want to do that. Pulling out the plates, once it hits 100, it stops fabricating stuff. I just wanted to get sent down. So we're switching these to all plates. Like I've been telling myself since I started, like I want to start from scratch again, but then again I don't, because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to get this thing going, man. It's so annoying, and I just feel like I'm gonna run into the same problem again once I reach this point. Like once you have so much stuff like this all over the place, thank goodness they give you a drone, but you will get confused with it. So yeah, it won't continue down the line. Some parts you have to manually collect. I mean, there is a workaround, like I said. If you were to like build like splitters in between each of these modules. Like if I was to build a splitter from like right here, this is the they call it the rail connectors, right? Shit, I thought I was in the drone mode. So let's say I had a splitter right here. I could then, did I just delete it? Oh no, okay. I could then connect the smelter to the splitter and have and have like a bar. Like if I wanted to send the bars to like either the storage, because you could have for each material, whether it's bars or something from the fabricator, you could send it to the storage and it'll just pile up in the storage. And from the storage, you could set another splitter. But it's just too much right now, man. I don't even think I want to do that, to be honest. It's just going to take up so much time. But I don't know if you played Satisfactory. But if you did, you might would have an idea. And some items require you to have 2 fabricators connected to make one specific thing. Like I believe if I wanted to make what can I make through here? The tube. Rotors. Housing. Sheets. All right, so say I wanted to make rotors, right? It shows you the materials that you're gonna need to make a rotor. In order for you to make a wolfram wire, in order for the second fabricator to receive a wolfram wire, it has to come from another fabricator. So say I wanted to make wolfram wire, which is this here. It's going to need to make the bars from the smelter. Then it's going to go directly to the second fabricator. So now when you look in here, you have wolfram wire, right? All right, now let's say I wanted this next part, which is the titanium rod. To make titanium rod is right here from another fabricator, correct? Which is connected to here. I would have to go to the smelter. This is the smelter right here. Request to make titanium bars. But since my smelter is connected to the storage right here, this is storing just raw wolfram ore. I would have to change the storage titanium ore. So now it starts to pull the titanium raw ore. So once this receives the titanium ore, it's going to make the titanium bar. Titanium bar comes here. So this is what it's asking for to make the rods, the titanium bars. It's going to make the bars. Bars come here. It start to fabricate the rods. And now the rods get sent right here, right? And this is the titanium rod. That's the only thing it's missing right now. And then it will start making the rotors. So the setup is supposed to be like this, but when you when these corporations, they don't want the stuff anymore, you're then in a position where, okay, they could probably just ask for raw ore, right? But the way you have your stuff set up, it's coming from the excavator to the smelter. You can't just pull raw ore because you already have your lines connected to the smelter. So it's just very annoying sometimes. Unless you have splitters like set up for each of these, which I don't think you want to do. It's going to make it even more complicated. But yeah, man, I don't know. You're gonna need to have like a supercomputer brain to freaking play this game. It's annoying. The crazy thing is I love games like this. I love games that, like, you know, make you try to figure things out. It doesn't really hold your hand that much. Like once you know the basics, then it just say, hey, figure it out. I love games like this, but sometimes like when you haven't played something like this in a while and you're just trying to like, you know, get back into motion, it's terrible. All right, so still haven't received the titanium rods, which I think this is what's supposed to be creating the rods, right? Yeah, that's supposed to make the rods. I completely forgot that this storage right here, this is the next complicated thing. This storage here won't receive any raw titanium ore because everything is coming through this one first. So you have to change this out. Titanium ore.
I need to drink something.
Titanium ore. Shut up. Clear the belt. If you don't clear the belt, nothing comes in. All right. So these three is all going to be pulling titanium ore. And that's what's going to come down here. Then it's going to make the rods. Rods are going to get sent to this fabricator. And then it's going to make the rotors. But I don't need it. I was just kind of like showing you a little example of how the game kind of wants you to like go about setting up your modules to make certain things to work. And it gets even more complicated when you go to the furnace, because you would need, literally, you would need 2 fabricators, right, to make you 1 item. You're going to need 2 fabricators to send you to another fabricator to make 1 item, right? And then you're going to have this fabricator go to the furnace to make something, whatever it is over here. Like to make the stuff, it shows you under the bottom what it needs to pull from to make it. And your best friend would probably be the splitter. This thing here, if you have this thing, if you have the splitter set up in a way where it could pull stuff directly from the smelter itself, the fabricator itself, but your problem is going to be now, if you set up a splitter for just, let's say, the excavator, right? You got a splitter for the excavator itself to go directly to the orbitals. And then you have a splitter for the smelter to go directly to the orbital launcher. You would literally have to set up a splitter for 1 fabricator and then 2 fabricators to make 1 item, because 2 fabricators sometimes need to make 1 item. So you would have to have a splitter for that. Then you're going to have a splitter for another fabricator, because whatever 2 items that these 2 are going to make to make 1, you're going to need another splitter for that to go to the orbital. So it's just like, it's annoying. Yeah, it's that, and that's what I don't want to go back to. I don't want to go back to like, all right, I want to just redo everything just for the splitters to like, you know, pull different items to the orbital. That's probably my problem right now, because once I get from these fabricators, I'm going to have a splitter for the furnace now. And it's just too much. So what I've been doing is just manually pulling each materials from the fabricator or whatever. All right, see, now it's making the rods, as you can see, because it pulled the rods. Oops. Turn that off. So if it needs to make rods, it's going to pull wolfram wire and titanium rods, and it requires both these to do its job. See, now this one is not going to pull any more Wolfram bars because I've set this storage here all titanium. So now this smelter isn't receiving any Wolfram ore because I set this to titanium. And that's another thing. You don't have to have the storage in front of it. I just did it that way because I could manually pull from these storage to get whatever I want faster. It's just I wish I didn't have to do that. If I could just... Because the character that you play as have like a little sleeve, and he interacts with the sleeve only for like cooling down temperatures. But if they would have built the game in a way where you could like pretty much access all of your modules here from the sleeve, pretty much like a Mobi glass. If we were to pull that up and I could see, all right, this have that, and I could just like set it to where I want it to go, it would just make the game so much smoother. Instead of you manually like running over to each one of these to do...
I need to drink
pull.
something.
Oh my gosh, this guy won't shut up. I don't know why they don't have a quick slot neither. You have to go into the UI to feed him, and for him to drink, you just have to
Nice.
do all of this. So the game could still use a bit more tweaks to make it just more smooth. But it's playable. It's playable. Yeah, do all the rotors send somewhere? Yeah, so the rotors now, if you wanted these rotors to get sent somewhere, like if they were asking for the rotors, I would have to either send it to the storage right here. Yeah, the storage could receive any item, right? But I have all of these storage connect to the furnace. So the furnace would pull whatever is in the storage. But the problem is now, if a corporation wanted just rotors, and I have all of these connections to the furnace, it's not going to pull the rotors through the furnace to the launchers. It could only pull whatever the furnace built, like powder and stuff, and that's the annoying part. Because of what I was mentioning is that you have to build, I would have to build a splitter directly for this rotor itself. If somebody was asking for rotors, I would have to build a splitter here and connect this third fabricator to go directly to the orbital launcher for them to receive rotors directly. Because I have everything hooked up on the furnace. Because the game, when you progress in the game, they're gonna want you to kind of set it up like this, like from 3 fabricators to 1 furnace. When you progress in this game, you kind of have to set it up like this in a way, for these things to make one item to go to the furnace, and then the furnace makes whatever, and then you send it to the launchers. Which I don't know why they don't just let you pull. Just because it's hooked to the furnace, they should have just still let you pull whatever these 3 make through the furnace. Even though the furnace could like craft different stuff, they still should have let you just pull that product through here and go through here. It will just make it less complicated. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Everybody would have to literally build different splitters for each of these things, like I said, and that's going to be annoying because nobody wants to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off anyways because I do have work tomorrow. But I did progress. I did progress a lot in the game. And this is just one piece. Like, you know, like the exploration stuff. There's a lot of stuff to explore in the game. Besides just being here, I've barely explored a map. Like, this is the entire map that I've explored so far. There's a lot of radiation zones. A lot more stuff, man. The game has a lot more stuff to offer. I think they added recently a grapple hook rail where you could literally, like, I would say grapple hook. What do you call those things? Pretty much like a rail that you could ride around to get around faster. A hoverboard would just literally be the way to go about it. But yeah, there's like this grapple transit that you could pretty much build on the base to get around faster. But yeah, man, there's a lot of like weapon crafting and different base module stuff you could build for your base to craft different stuff. The only annoying thing is,
activity.
And then there's
Prepare
this.
for a wave.
So that message pretty much lets you know you got to get indoors, because this star right in front of me here, that big old sun up there, is gonna explode. I don't know if you've seen that before, but yeah, you gotta run inside of your base. These little giant things here, it's like a base protector. What do you call those things? Oh yeah, the base core. These things here. So it pretty much protects the base from the eruption of the star, so nothing gets destroyed. But I think these things could go down. Like, if you were to lose power, then the base core can't protect your base, and once that star bursts, your base could get destroyed. And over time, like, the more you progress in the game, there's like these alien creatures that they do like try to come to your base to try to like destroy stuff. So you could set up like turrets and stuff to kind of like fight them back off the hordes, and it's pretty cool. I haven't reached to that point yet, but I've seen, like, you know, other players and stuff get to that point. But yeah, that star is gonna pop. It gives you a little countdown of when it's gonna go off. You just need to get inside before that thing reaches you. So it's pretty cool. So there goes the countdown. You have to run inside your base if you don't want to get evaporated. Let's kind of risk it right now.
Rupture's eruption has started.
Oh shit, let's see if I can make it in. Oh shit, oh shit.
StarRupture has started. Hide.
So yep. That's what happens. Pretty sick. The entire planet is on fire. No matter where you are on the planet, you can't survive that. It's pretty sick. So you would have to stay indoors until everything cools down. All my little storage stuff. I barely have stuff inside of it. I don't know why they put your inventory on the right and the storage on the left. I get so confused with that. It's normally the opposite, like your inventory on the left and the storage on the right. Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the thing I was talking about. So this is the sleeve. You see how this is the only time you would see him interact with the sleeve when you do this to cool down stuff. It's pretty much like a Moby glass. I would call it the Moby glass. But you see how you could see the sleeve. If I could like access certain things from the sleeve, like the
Planetary
multi-glass.
temperature returning to normal.
For instance, like the terminal here. So the terminal shows you what each corporation, it shows like the status, level, it shows you what they want, like this place they want calcium ore. If you could literally do that from your sleeve, it would pretty much ruin the purpose of having this, even though it's good to have both options. But in my opinion, if we could have just used this thing, the sleeve from your arm, to just do certain things, it would make it so much better. I always get confused with this damn drone. There's not a single button that you press for the drone to go off. Like you would have to open up this thing, this tool, whatever this tool is. It's probably the reconstruct tool. You have to open up this thing and then you launch the drone. I don't know why the drone don't have its own button. And the drone can't go too far away from you. So now it says I'm too far, so the drone stops. It's the furthest it goes. Yeah, that's that. I'm signing off now. I got work in the morning. I gotta get these kids up for school and stuff. I don't know. Did my game save? How do I save this shit? Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so these aren't saves. Those are just loads. Okay, we're gonna save, overwrite. Yeah, whenever I do get back to some StarRupture, I kind of have an idea of what I need to do now. So that's gonna do it for me. Other than that, man, thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. I think drinking iced coffee was a bad idea because it's gonna be so hard for me to fall asleep now. I've been sipping on iced coffee right after dinner. But oh well. See y'all later. See y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out.